What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to The Long Dark. We're playing Wintermute story mode right now, and I'm happy to have you all here. I don't talk about that enough, how thankful I am to have you all as my audience and as my viewers, but believe me, I think it every single day. The last 5 years of my life here on the internet, I know half a decade I've been doing this stuff for all of you out here, have just been absolutely incredible. Like, frankly, no matter how things change with the ups and the downs and the way that things go, and believe me, I'm kind of a downer in real life. But, like, with all the ups and downs and everything like that, I am thankful that you've all decided to hang out with me every single day. And so let's continue our playthrough of The Long Dark as a thank you to you. Mountaineering rope, I finally got ourselves unencumbered. The downside there is that I had to ditch all of our firewood, so keep that in mind. That was the easiest way for me to make weights so that I could climb. They added a restriction now where you're not allowed to climb when you're over encumbered. You used to be able to, but I think they changed that up either with the storyline patch. Ow, I slipped and I fell. I wonder if that's part of the story.
What the hell? I guess that rope was older than it looked.
I guess so. It is important to point out that there is secret stuff back in the previous village area that you can go and find. There's like lockboxes and like hidden tags and things like that that you can find. That's not the point of this playthrough. I'm just trying to get us through and do like awesome stuff and get us all the way out the other side. And so I just wanted to make sure that like you guys knew that once you leave, you can't go back. But there is more stuff to do over there if you're a fan of kind of like moving through and picking through the remains of a city. On this side, it looks like we're probably going to want to look for, I don't know where we're going. There's a climbing area off this way. We don't have climbing stuff, so unless it is already pre-equipped, we have some pretty major issues. I think we climbed down like right here. And so we'll want to go out this way, I think, is where it's trying to point us to. And that means we've got a hell of a hike in front of us. So let's start that hell of a hike off. So far, haven't really seen a whole lot. I've been out here trying to hunt some bunnies. We got some ravens over here, though, so I think I'll investigate that and kind of see what's going on. I have been throwing a lot of rocks at a lot of rabbits, and it has been incredibly unsuccessful. It has not been a great time to hunt, so there we go. We got that rabbit right there. I am going to take care of him because we're probably going to need his food a little bit later. And so, unfortunately, that's the way she goes. Welcome to nature. We've also got a dead deer over here, which I don't know if this is a great idea. I will take 45 minutes, though, to try and get a little bit of the meat up off the carcass because I don't know what our food supply is looking like right now. What is our food supply looking like? Do I need to do this? Oh, I don't even need to do this right now. That's kind of brutal. I've got a lot of food on me at the moment, although that is pretty high quality, but that's pretty good quality venison, so I'm happy with it. I'm going to eat some of these tins to get my weight back down so that we're not draining super crazy amounts of our stamina as we go through, and with a mouthful of sardines, dude, we could probably got breath that'll knock a buzzard off a shit wagon right now. It's probably brutal. It's probably really bad. Our mouth probably smells like a penguin tank at the moment. It can't. You ever smelled a penguin tank? Oh, there's a levitating campfire right there. Scary. Spooples. Levitating ghostly campfire. Beef jerky, painkillers, and matches. We got some campfire wood over here. Don't think I'm going to carry it around with me much. I just hit like a new level of tiredness, didn't I? I can tell. I can tell because we slowed our roll ever so slightly. My roll normally is kind of oblong, and it's like ba-dum, 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 and bounces around, but it is what it is. We got an extra bedroll right there. I don't know if I should hang out here and like do what I'm going to do, or if I should keep moving. I suppose we can always fall back to this point if we really need to. I'm going to check that direction next, but first we'll go up the hill right here and kind of see what we find. The sign did seem to indicate that there might be something over here, so keep an open mind. I'm sure this is going to work out okay, and we will be all right. Oh, yeah, there's a climbing spot right there that we can get up on top of. I'll make mental note of that for later. It looks like if we walk sideways up that hill, we might be able to get after something, but I'm not really going to bank on it too much. We got a rabbit right there. I was hoping I could hit him. Nope. No such luck right there. Unfortunately, got him. Let's sprint up on him real fast, see if I can grab him. Yeah, that's another bunny. So our bunny slaying skills have been brought up to the next level. The bunny has to go. It's a sacrifice that nature must make in order for us to be strong. I want to be strong. Don't you want me to be strong? Don't handicap me when I'm out here. Don't hit me in the knees with a lead pipe of, you know, derision and animal cruelty when I'm just trying to make it. That's all that I've ever wanted to do is make it. That's what Splattercat is. He's a hustler. He's a survivor. He's that dude. He ain't never going nowhere. Well, I think the plan for right now is going to be to head back into camp. There's lots of road hips or rose hips around, but we do have like repairs and things that we can accomplish while we sit over here. We're a little bit tired and we're a little bit encumbered, but this cave offers us a pretty nice rest spot to take our respite. I don't know, our respat. We respatted. I guess that's a verb nobody ever uses. I'm going to put the bedroll down right there. We've got a burned out campfire on this side. We do have accelerant, so I'm going to go ahead and use it while I level up my fire starting skill. We will use up cattail heads because we have plenty of those, and tinder plugs, while easy to make, I don't really feel like managing them right now. And with the levitating fire that we have, that gives us a couple of hours to play around with. During that couple of hours, I'm going to go ahead and cook up this venison because in the morning, obviously, we're going to need some kind of breakfast. I will more than likely skin both of those rabbits to try to make sure we have that. I'll probably boil off another gallon of water for myself. Seems like a really good plan. I may also use the campfire light to do a little bit of farming for myself. We'll do like another gallon of water right here. I don't need to prepare too much for the future because we're going to be climbing very shortly, so I'm going to have to leave whatever it is on the ground anyways while we go through. I also have tablets that I can use to purify the water, so I might as well use those. I don't see a reason to use the campfire for that kind of activity. Then what we'll do is, because we got a little bit of tiredness left, I'm going to go through and try to repair some of my gear. So let's jump up into our inventory here. And if I have the cloth available, exactly, our pants are kind of messed up, so we'll go ahead and we'll sewing kit that on up. Our sewing kit looks like it's about to give out. Oh, we failed. Interesting, we failed so hard, but I think I picked up a secondary one from like a location when I was running around off camera to keep us all taken care of. 33% repair amount means we're going to have to hit this with 3 full repairs for it to give us the coverage that we need to stay warm, and that's going to be the end of our repair kit. I'm going to go through and repair the rest of our gear, and I'll get back with you for what we've accomplished before too long, but so I spent the evening, I've actually harvested up a lot of the stuff in our inventory so that we have raw materials ready to go. Getting the campfire out of there. I think the Mackinac jacket. I have a Mackinac jacket, and I love that thing. That's seriously my favorite jacket that I own. I absolutely adore it. It's a really great jacket. I don't know if that's going to be better than what we have going on right here, though. We've got a ski jacket, and we've also got this guy right here. I mean, the Mackinac seems nice. I mean, if I could get it repaired, it might be better than what we have going on. What quality is it at? 60% right now? Yeah, throw a repair into it, and we'll just kind of see what happens. Then we'll drink some water, and we will head up the mountain. Actually, yeah, it looks like the Mackinac jacket is all around better, so I'll throw that on. So we've got a Mackinac jacket now. Hooray for us. With these jackets over here, I think we're already wearing, like, the cream of the crop. And so it might be a decent idea for us to break down some of this stuff. No, don't wear that. Take it off. We will go with this right here. Yeah, wear that. Much better. With these, we may wish to harvest them. We've got a little bit of time to kill. Our health is a tad low due to our water shortage, but we've got time to sleep inside of here. How bad is the temperature going to be if I stay inside? I think you get a +10, though, from the bedroll. Let's drink some water, and let's go for a climb tomorrow, I guess. We don't really have much of a choice there. Throw you out because you're not helping at all anymore. Didn't get the flare gun, so I don't have access to that. Because we've got 2 bedrolls, I probably want to break that down too so that we're not using up that extra weight. But that's all stuff to think about for later. Yeah, let's go down to our water supply. We will drink water, and we will feel merry. I don't know how Mary feels. I've never felt merry. I am a giant fan of consent. And so, you know, until Mary's like, hey, yes, I want you to feel me, I just kind of put that fantasy on the shelf, you know what I mean? And if she never does, I suppose I'll tack it away with the rest of my failed dreams. We've got extra pants. Ooh, I don't have any extra pants, actually. I thought I had an extra pair of pants in here, but I guess not. My pants must have rotted off my body? Oh, no, that's an inner layer. Okay, that's fine. Let's jump in here. It feels like -3. We might not be okay. Let's sleep for a couple of hours, and we'll see what happens. It looks like it's going down, albeit incredibly slowly. My hope is that the temperature jumps ever so slightly so that when we go into tomorrow, we don't end up with like a blizzard or anything like that. Well, it's morning, and we slept the sleep of angels over here. I am going to pick up this bedroll. Do I have 2 bedrolls in my inventory right now? That's my other question for myself. I do, and they are equal durabilities. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this to get the 10 cloth out. It's going to take an hour and a half, but I can't carry the extra. I wonder if it comes out. So I wonder if they do it by weight is my question. Let me repair these socks right here. And now that the climber socks are at 100%, I'm curious to see if those are better than my wool socks. They are, in fact, so we'll throw those on our feet because why not? How's our weight looking? We got to lose 0.97 pounds in order to get up that mountain. I'm sure we can find something to throw out here, something that's not going to be that useful. And frankly, I feel like the best way to do this is just to use things on repair. I know we spent a lot of time doing it in this episode, but it is what it is. It also looks like we've got time up to eat, which will actually kill off a whole bunch of weight as well. And so I think a couple of cans of dog food and some of these sodas over here, and we should be looking really, really good. I don't necessarily like fantasize about eating dog food all day, every day. I've seen what my dog will eat, and frankly, he's not the most choosy of customers. Like, he'll take a cat turd just as quick as he'll take, like, you know, a lovely can of kibble. It's not that I don't trust his judgment, it's just that, frankly, it's a little worrying. So there we go. That got our weight down below where it needs to be. We're about at midday, which means it's probably time for us to strike out. And it looks like we've actually managed to keep our temperature even. I'm going to go off to this side over here on the right before we hit the road. We've got a little bit of our coldness draining off, but I think we'll be good. And then if there's nothing off over to this right-hand side, we'll take the climbing rope up to the top, and we'll see how that services us. In fact, poorly is how it's going to service us, because it doesn't look like we can actually go down this way, so we have no choice but to climb the mountain over here. I'm all right with that. That's what I assumed was going to happen either way, but let's get to it. Up the rope we go. This is going to be a hell of a climb. Hopefully we don't run out of energy on the way up. I'm pretty sure the last fall was more or less like a storyline object that we just had to deal with. We're more than halfway up, and our stamina's looking pretty good. So I'm not going to freak out about it. Free climbing in this game is one of the biggest sources of stamina drain you can actually go up against. So prepare, like, be ready for it before you do it, because it can definitely mess you up. Like, look how much of our stamina meter that just ate. Like, that's problematic. That can be a little bit brutal. We're probably looking for another climbing spot over here so that we can get into the Paradise Valley area. I am going to start looking around for firewood while I wait, because we may end up camping down here. Our energy level is just not looking satisfactory for what I want to do here. Going up another rope I don't think is going to be an option. So we'll grab that right there. We'll grab a couple of twigs to get this fire started with. And in fact, we are getting towards the end of the day, which is bad. You can't drop any of the gear right now, man, because we don't have that option. We got to stay moving. We got to find some kind of shelter before it gets too dark out. I would probably slough some of the snow off of this log before I tried to cross it by foot. But, you know, maybe he's got a suicidal streak inside of him. That's just something I notice along the way, is that it tends to be a lubricant for falls. And I don't think there's a powder thick enough for how far that fall was. That'd probably hurt like a beezy. Does this get us up and out of the wind? It does not. So, we're not even going to consider that as a stopping spot for right now. A little bit of energy left, no coffee inside of our inventory. Let's keep working our way up this walkway. Another corpse of a deer over here that I don't think is going to be tremendously useful right now. I could spend some time getting after it, but given our temperature levels and also our our stamina levels, I don't know about that. It might be a bad call. It might be something that's going to turn on us. I will take cattails, though. If I see any cattails around, absolutely I'll loot those real quick, because that's just free calories. That's like leaving candy laying on the side of the road, sure. They're a little gritty and a little bit dirty, and most candy I don't think incorporates dirt as a primary constituent. But we're going to do our best with it. Oh, it looks like the weather cleared up for us, maybe. That'd be a nice boon from the frost gods. I would absolutely appreciate that if it could happen. Wouldn't turn it down anyways. Oh, good, we can sleep over here if we need to. I mean, wind coverage is somewhat precarious, but I can live with it. Now, we're faced with kind of a... I was hoping this would end in a cave. Oh, it does. Never mind. So I just said something that I wasn't verifying my sources very well. I was going to say, I was thinking that back there was going to be our last stop-off spot, but I think we're actually solid right now. There's a cave back up in here, and if this is the one that leads to the place that we want to go to, then we will probably spend the night inside of here. I've gone out of my way to save my lantern fuel. God, my nose is just so itchy right now.
A lot of places. Sorry to leave you here, old girl. But right now, I gotta find Astrid.
Yeah, well. Is what it is, man. Husbandly duties and all that kind of stuff. I drop husbandly duties every single day. That's what I'm all about. That's how you keep a happy wife, is you gotta drop those husbandly duties. We're gonna need some light inside of here. We can basically sleep wherever we want. And so ideally, I'd like to get to the other side before we stop off inside of here. I probably won't be looting a whole lot. I'll more than likely just use this as a way to get where I want to go, and we'll sleep right before we come out the other end. inside of here. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of equitable objects anyways. A couple of tree limbs that have fallen down inside the cave. This is not one of those like mines where there's going to be like human stuff all over the place that we can loot. Instead, chances are this is just one of the generic caves that you can use as a quick throughput to one zone to another. But after a few twists and turns, it does look like we're getting ready to come out the other end, finally digested and ready for whatever is in front of us. You got to stay positive about stuff, you know? You got to try at least. I think positivity is really one of those things, like it's easy to get down in life. There's always stuff to be down about. And you're going to feel down every now and again. That's a part of life. And it's just like a thing that happens to everybody. Some people won't admit it. Some people will. I'm down a lot. Like, it's, you know, it's part of being human. But if you can find a little nugget, just a little fragment of positivity in there. So there's our exit. I'm going to use the last couple seconds of my lantern fuel in here to check back and see what was this way. Although I've got a sneaking suspicion. Oh, a flare. Good. A flare and a thing of firewood. Fantastic, because we're going to need that. I'm actually going to harvest up all of those. I'm going to make a big-ass fire right here to get all the wood out of my inventory so I'm not over-encumbered for the next part of our adventure. Because they seem to like to throw climbing at me every now and again just to make me struggle and be terrified. So let's go ahead and kill this off. We could give it a peek and see what's on this end. If we see a house nearby, it might be a place we want to stop off at. But I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. You know what I mean? I enjoy respirating. Oh shit, son! Is that how far in we got? Oh, dude, it's going to roll credits right now? That's a little concerning. I thought episode 1 and 2... Is there like a new story? Do not go gentle. Luminance fugue. Deeper... Ah, there it is. Okay, I was going to say, that's not the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and start it on off.
Now the pale morning sings of forgotten things. She plays the tune for those who wish to overlook the fact that they've been blindly deceived by those who preach and pray and teach. But she falls short and the night explodes in laughter. Don't you come here and say I didn't warn you about the way your world can alter. And oh, how you try to command it all still. Every single time it all shifts one way or the other. And I'm a goddamn coward, but then again so are you. And the lions roar as me evading and hollering for you. And I never really knew what to do. And every once in a while I sing a song for you that would rise above the mountains and the stars and the sea. And if I wanted it to, it would lead you back to me.
Cool. I'm kind of glad there's more game. I was about to be a little bit upset. Not like super upset. I don't get agitated about stuff like that, but I was still about to be like, oh, weak. I was just starting to get into it, too. So did we shoot the bear? Were we successful in blasting said bear?
bear.
Easy. Easy. You're okay now. The bear's gone.
Who are you?
Name's Mackenzie. I found you when the bear was...
I remember now. You get the bear.
It ran away. I think I hit it. Or scared it off.
Scared it off. Not the way you shoot.
Glad your memory's coming back.
It's so cold.
I got a fire going. That should warm things up a bit.
Pain. Pain. Need something for pain.
Here, take these. They should help. Listen, you're gonna need more than some pills and bandages. You're hurt. Badly. That bite'll get infected. Maybe worse. You have any stronger meds?
No. Oh, damn. Map. Back of the door.
Hey. Can you hear me, old man? Damn it. He's passed out. Huh. Looks like an old hydroelectric dam not too far from here. Might be a good place to look for supplies. Hang in there, whatever your name is.
I'm going to call him Gimli from now on. Do I get to keep my stuff? No, we restarted. I wonder if I had resumed instead of doing like a new... Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll start over from scratch because it adds some challenge to the game. There was actually no chance we were ever going to lose in the last storyline bit, so, you know, is what it is. So I can't steal this guy's stuff. This is the Hunter's Lodge, so I know my way around this map. It shouldn't be that difficult. We're going to be in the starting map that we were in our first series, and so I know this one quite well. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for stopping on in. I will see you all in the next episode of The Long Dark. I hope you guys have been enjoying this exposition of the story mode so far. I've been having a blast. I'll see you all next time. Get the game down below if you wanted to play it for yourself, and aside from that, a fond farewell and hi-do. Bye, everybody.